Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. May the peace and blessings of Allah be upon you all. Abdullah Oduro with Quran Q&A. We have a question that states here, what is the Quran's advice for when we get carried away by temptations and have low iman? What should we do to save ourselves? Very good question. There are two verses in the Quran that I really want us to understand, and with these two verses, it will assist us when it comes to dealing with ourselves. Because as we know, we are our worst enemy. You are your worst enemy. That is fighting the desires in your heart, those things that you know may be detrimental to your status with Allah, the Exalted. But knowing how to turn back to Him, and turning back to Him by means of the Quran being how He told you to turn back to Him, and understanding the reality of the self from the Quran is the best way. The first verse that I want to share with you is in the chapter of Ankabut, the chapter of the spider, chapter number 29, verse 69, where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَالَّذِينَ جَاهَدُوا فِينَا لَنَهْدِيَنَّهُمْ سُبُلَنَا وَإِنَّ اللَّهَ لَمَعَ الْمُحْسِنِينَ. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, and those who strive in our path, we should guide them to our way, and verily Allah is with the good doers. So there are two conditions for an action to be accepted, as the scholars mentioned. Firstly is that they are actions that are in accordance to the sunnah of the Prophet, peace and blessings be upon him, and that one has sincerity. And Allah mentions it in this verse. وَالَّذِينَ جَاهَدُوا, those who strive. You're striving. You're trying your level best to practice. Fina, in our cause. Why are you doing the action? Who are you doing it for? Are you doing it for your ego? Are you doing it to fulfill a desire that you have within yourself, and you don't desire the pleasure of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? Even in actions of obedience, it could be against you because you're not doing it for Allah. You're not even striving to do it for Allah. If you're striving to do the action for Allah, this in and of itself is a good deed. This is a good deed. The fact that you are even trying, the fact that you even care to try, is a blessing from Allah that He has placed this feeling inside of you, and you receive reward from it. Just think about when those of you that have graduated from college, or you've gotten a position at a job, whatever situation, but you've gotten a job. When you get the job, they say, you know what, we're going to give you 3 months orientation and we'll pay for it. And then after orientation, you are going to get your regular salary. They've shown you how to do the job and they paid you. And then after that, you get paid for doing what they taught you. This is a blessing. When we see Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala telling you how to call on Him, telling you just to strive, just to try, set your alarm clock 10 minutes early to pray Fajr, to pray the morning prayer. Try to hold yourself back from talking bad to people. Try to lower your gaze from looking at someone that you have no intention of marrying, from looking on the television. Try not to press send, because when you press it, you can't take back what you said. The fact that you're striving, that is being religious. That is pleasing to Allah. So those desires that you have, if you fight yourself, the fact that you even care to fight yourself is a blessing and you receive reward. And secondly, if you do any action, which is a struggle against those desires that you want to do, you receive reward for that also. The second verse that I want to share with you is where Allah says in the chapter of Taghabun, فَاتَّقُوا اللَّهَ مَسْتَطَعْتُمْ. And the verse continues. Fear Allah as much as you can. That's it. All Allah wants you to do is to fear Him as much as you can. Do your best. Do your best. Those of you that are fathers, mothers, aunts, uncles, grandparents, supervisors, co-workers, there may be someone that's not savvy in the field that you're practicing, whether it's in IT or whether it's a certain sport that you want your son to learn, or whether it's a certain skill that you want someone to obtain or to understand, mental skill or physical skill. But you see that they're 100%. They're totally present with what they're doing. They're totally involved with what they're doing. You appreciate that. You appreciate the fact that they're involved with what they're doing, even though the outcome is not what you would want or even expect. But you know to the best of your ability that they're giving it 100%. That's all Allah wants from you, is for you to give it 100%. So when it comes to fearing Allah, Allah says, fear Allah as much as you can. Fear Allah as much as you can. That's all He wants from you. Just to try your best. So in answering this question, getting carried away by our temptations, yes, you'll get carried away, but the next time, try not to put yourself in a position. Don't go to that place. Don't be in the room alone with that person. Don't be in the room virtually with that person. Don't respond back to that like if you know it's going to add more questions and more compliments to someone that you're not interested in. Don't get involved with that substance. Don't get involved with those people if they're in a gathering that will bring forth further temptations towards you, and you may do something that you regret because you did it before. Stay out of those areas. Trying your level best to stay out of those areas, Allah will then assist you to where your feelings will be of contentment and tranquility that you can do without those things. And that's what you should do to save yourselves, is to fear Allah as much as you can and strive to do your best. Strive for excellence. And we want to conclude with that. Strive for excellence, not for perfection. Strive for excellence, not for perfection. Strive. Work hard for excellence. And excellence is doing the best that you can, because none of us are perfect. Only Allah is. Put your questions in the comments below, and we ask Allah to bless you. We ask Allah to make you strong in this struggle of life. We ask Allah to make you thankful to Him by doing the struggle. May Allah bless you all. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Thank you.